Hey guys, welcome to another investment video on Budget with a July Dreamer. My name is Miranda, and on this channel I share everything personal finance. I cover budgeting, saving and investing. If these topics are of interest to you, then please hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already, and let's get into today's video. So as you can see by the title of this video, we're going to be talking about my 100k portfolio, investment portfolio to be precise. And it's been, at the time of filming this video, exactly 3 weeks since I shared the video on my road to 100k. My goal was to reach 100k in my investment portfolios, and this is one of my 2024 goals that I was expecting to reach, at least if not by July, but at least by October this year. But things happened, financials changed, and I was able to reach this at the close of Q1 of 2024. So today's video, I will be taking you into my 100k plus portfolio and sharing with you as much as I can on these portfolios. And please know, this is not investment advice. What I'm sharing with you in today's video is all about my portfolio, what I have been doing based on my own research and my risk appetite, because with investment there is a risk that you can lose everything. So don't take what I'm saying as advice, but more inspiration and more just an idea of what somebody like me is doing with their money. So with that spiel out of the way, my disclaimer out of the way, let's get into today's video. So I do have my trusted coffee here. I literally just made it, and you wouldn't believe, but I literally ran out of coffee syrup yesterday, and I was like, yeah, I would definitely, after I work out, I'm gonna go to the shops and get me some coffee syrup. I went and I forgot to. Today I went to the gym in the morning, I went and I still forgot. So I was just like, okay, before I film this video, I'm gonna go to B&M and I'm gonna get me myself coffee syrup. So this coffee syrup, it was on sale. It is actually pumpkin spice, which is quite funny because we're in spring, but I was just like, you know what, I'm gonna use it anyway, so yay for me. So yeah, my coffee is pumpkin spice black coffee that I'm having. This is my first coffee of the day. I have my trusted mobile here because I will take you into some of my portfolio. I have my iPad here on the floor, it's charging, and yeah, let's just get right into it. So the first portfolio that I actually want to talk about is my Plum, because I have been using Plum since, I want to say, August 2020, and I don't know when I started investing on the platform, but I have been using the platform for that long. And I made a video a year ago now about how it helped me save £10,000, and yesterday or 2 days ago I got a comment asking me exactly how I was able to save that money, because what I showed in the app was slightly different, and obviously I explained in the comment, but it was just interesting that a video that far back is still evergreen, because I do love my Plum app. So I thought for today's video, as one of the ways to show you or take you into my portfolio, I'm gonna quickly show you my Plum. So today's video, the investment portfolio that makes up over 100k is going to be the same that I covered in my road to 100k. So that's going to be my legal and general, so that is my workplace pension, my ISA and my SIP, which I hold with Vanguard and I manage, my general investment account, my work general investment account, which I will give you a screenshot of that, but I'm not gonna go into it because just like my work pension, if I go into these platforms, I'm going to actually reveal where I work, and I'm not comfortable with that, so we're just gonna keep that to one side, and then the Plum app as well. So with that being said, let us first begin, and let me check. Plum is my, yeah, so I think I'm starting, because starting with Plum means that I'm starting with the lowest portfolio. So yeah, I think let's do it that way. We're gonna start with Plum. I'm gonna do a screen record. So 1 second, let's do screen record. 3, 2, 1. Okay, so right now you can see on the screen is my Plum app on the home page, and you can see my Plum value on the top, which is 2,000 and 24 pounds and 76 pence at the time of filming this video. My pocket is zero because I've taken all the money from there and invested it, and then the investment is what you see. This is what my Plum value is made up of. Right now it's only made up of my investments, because all of the cash I have saved, I have actually decided to use it. Either I've withdrawn it or used it in my investments. So if I go into the investments tab on the Plum app, with this one you can see obviously my current total value. It's just gone up to 2,031 and 87 pence. In this portfolio, this is a general investment account, I should say. In this portfolio you see I have stocks. Plum never used to have stocks. I think this came on 2023 or end of 2022, I cannot remember, but they recently started having stocks on their platform. So I have been investing in stocks in companies that I believe in and know about. So I'm investing in GSK. So right now with my GSK investment, I've got one share there, and I bought my first share of GSK in March, so last month. I've got BP in here. So with BP I also have one share with BP, and then I recently added Apple here. So I don't have a share yet, a whole share. I've got a fraction of a share here, and I started this February. Baxter International, this is a pharmaceutical company, and I also got one share with this one. I started investing last month. And then there's another investment company here, Vartis, that I don't yet have a full share on, but you know, we're working our way there, and I started investing last month. So these are the stocks that I have. Again, this is not investment advice at all. This is just what I'm doing. So this is what is there for my stocks. So my stocks right now are valued at 201 and 87 pence. If I go to the funds, with the funds I have 4 funds. I've got Core Europe fund, I've got Global Tech, I've got Core US, S&P, and I've got UK Safe Haven fund. So these are funds created by Plum, and then obviously I invest in them using the change that the Plum app helps to round up for me. So my Plum app is connected to my main bank where my salary is paid and 99% of my bills are paid from. So it rounds up all of that spending, and that money is what I then use to invest. So with my Core Europe fund, I have one unit here for this one, and this is a Vanguard fund. I have Global Tech. I have a lot of units with this one. This is managed by Legal and General. I have Core US. This is another Vanguard fund. And then I have UK Safe Haven. This is Royal London Fund. So these all funds are different appetites for various people, and I absolutely love it. Absolutely love the fund. So if we look at my stats here, I love this part of the app. So current value, you already know, over £2,000. Lifetime invested over 5,300, which shows you that since I joined back in 2020, I have invested this much from my change, over 5,300, and I've taken about over 3,300 out of this platform. And you know, yeah, so like I said, it's a general investment account that contains funds and stocks as well. So this is my portfolio on Plum, and then the activity, like I said, it just rounds up all of my spending, and this is then what is invested in my portfolio. I don't actively add money here, I just rely on it rounding up, and this app helps me to save on a weekly basis. So every single week it takes a chunk from my bank and invests that, and I love it for me. So that is with my Plum app. So when I took the numbers earlier, they were at £2,024.76. That's what I have written down. So I'm gonna go with that instead of what you currently seen on the screen, because I've already done my numbers. So that is Plum. If I come out of Plum and I go into Free Trade, Free Trade is another general investment account that I have. Actually, funny enough, Free Trade is not included in my assessment in my 100K. So okay, we're gonna actually skip Free Trade because Free Trade apparently is not included. So with my Plum, like I said, over £2,000 has been invested in there. The second lowest that I have is my work general investment account on the Equate platform, and so this one is buying shares within the company that I work for. And like I said, for privacy reasons, I'm not going to share the app with you guys, but we do have an app where we are able to see exactly what's happening with our investments. So I'm not going to show you that, but what I will do is I will do a screenshot of what I'm seeing as of today. So right now my balance is 6,543.40 invested with my employer. So I do a salary sacrifice, a small one really, and I invest about £150, 125 to 150 pounds. Every single month I buy shares, and then my employer does a company match as well, just like with my pension, which I absolutely love. So right now with my Equate, I have 6,543.40 invested. So this is my second lowest. Plum is the lowest with over £2,000, and then Equate is the second lowest with over £6,500 invested with that portfolio. And when it comes to, like what I said, what I invest in, I'm just buying company stocks. So the company that I work for, I'm just buying the stocks. Again, not investment advice. The third lowest that I have, which you've seen many times, and I'm going to just put a screenshot of that, is my Vanguard SIP. So with the SIP, this is the third lowest or the third highest that I have here. And with my SIP, I currently have 16,181.45. I have been investing with Vanguard in this Vanguard SIP for the last 2 financial years, and I transferred in over, I want to say, between 7,000 to 9,000 pounds into this portfolio. So definitely has been some growth, and every single month I invest between 100 to 200 pounds, and then the government reimburses me part of the money. So if I invest 100 pounds, they give me 25 pounds. If I invest 200 pounds, they give me 50 pounds. So that really has helped with the numbers. So with my pension, I'm over 16,181.45. The second highest that I have is my Vanguard ISA. So with my Vanguard ISA, I am currently at 20,709.03. So this Vanguard ISA has 5 funds in there. I've been investing in these 5 funds for the longest time. So there's the UK equity fund, then I have emerging markets, then I have a high yield ETF, then I have global accumulation fund, and then I have the S&P 500. At the time of filming this video, the S&P 500 is my largest holding that I currently have. So right now I'm over 20,000 pounds. Now, if you watched my Q4 2023 net worth update, you remember that I was over 24,000 pounds in this portfolio when I was closing out the year. However, in January of this year, I actually sold some funds from my portfolio. I never thought I would be one of the people that will have to sell something from their portfolio, because I consider myself to be a long-term investor, and I'm still that. But there were certain things that happened in January that called for such an action. Instead of taking on additional debt, I decided to just sell some of my funds in the ISA. So some of the profit that I've made from the ISA, and especially as the allowance, ISA allowance, dividend income allowance, all of that stuff is changing, I figured let's use this up. Has changed, I should say. Let's use this up before the financial year ended, and that's exactly what I did. So I did sell over £5,600 I took out of my portfolio. So instead of being, right now I'm at 20, I should be at 26, 27, but I obviously sold, so I am now at 20, which I'm still happy about. In the UK, the ISA is one of our most tax advantage accounts, and we're allowed to put in 20,000 a year every financial year. Obviously I'm not at the stage yet where I'm able to max this out, but I am happy that I currently have over £20,000 in there. So yeah, but right now it's 20,709.03 pence. Then the final one and the highest is the legal and general, and that one, again, because it is with my employer, me going into the legal and general platform and showing you what we invest in will actually reveal again where I work, and I don't want for that to happen. So I am just going to give you a screenshot of that. So as of the time of filming this video, you'll see this video actually a week from now, a week or so from now. And right now, the time of filming this video, in that work pension, there is 55,739.92 pence. That is how much I have in that workplace pension. So I contribute, my employer matches, and then I also make additional contributions to that. So yeah, so that's where I am now. If you've been following along, if you're good with numbers and you've written down everything I've said, if not, I'll put a table up here on the screen. Let me move to the side a little bit. I'll put it somewhere here on the screen. You will be able to see where I am right now. So if you add all of those numbers up, you should have on your paper or calculator 101,198.56 pence. That's what you should have on there. At least that's what I have after I've done all of my calculations. So in the video that I shared 3 weeks ago, at the time you're seeing this 4 weeks ago, I was at 93,410.54 pence, and again, it should all be included in the table that I am sharing on the screen. So I mentioned in that video that I was definitely confident that by the time we were closing out Q1, I would have reached my 100k in investments, like my goal for 2024, and I was right. So my salary sacrifice from work, especially sacrificing part of my bonus, really did tinker me over, because for my legal and general, I was at 49,472.29 pence when I made that video and shared it with you guys, and then right now we are at 55,000. So definitely did make a huge difference, and I'm excited to see where this portfolio goes. So having achieved my investment portfolio goal for 2024, I have started working on my 2025 investment goal that I have, because if you are not new, you will know that I am working on my 5-year plan. I'm currently in year 4 of my 5-year plan, and for year 4 my goal was to reach 100k invested, which I have done, and for next year I would like to reach 125k. If I can reach that this year, then obviously I will adjust the goals in October and November this year, because that's when I do my planning. So we shall see, but that is a quick snippet of what is in my 100k portfolio. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in my next video.